Hello, this is Tom Still from the Wisconsin Technology Council. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by the Tech Council in partnership with WisBusiness.com and with the help of our sponsors, the Wisconsin Economic Development Corp and Exact Sciences. Hello again, Tom Still from the Tech Council. Hey, I wanted to talk to you first about some recent events we've held and then talk about some coming events, especially in the new year. On November 26th, we talked about the future of higher education in Wisconsin during our Tech Council Innovation Network luncheon. Jay Rothman from the UW Tech College President Layla Merrifield and Independent Colleges President Eric Folcomer joined us to talk about issues that are touching all three of those systems. And you can see on this slide here where you can get a recap and learn more. Another recent event, our Wisconsin Early Stage Symposium, was held November 13th and 14th at Monona Terrace in Madison. Big event, 40 presenting companies, investors from Wisconsin and well beyond, keynote sessions, panels, workshops, luncheons, receptions. We had a lot happening there. And with more than 450 people on hand, it was our largest crowd there since before the pandemic. So thanks to everybody who attended, our sponsors, our speakers, and panelists. And here's a link to our It's a Wrap rundown on everything that took place at the symposium, including our news coverage. Coming up, hey, we're going to be on the move a little bit as we mix up our locations for different events. January 9th, we will be at a new location in Milwaukee, Quarles and Brady, 411 East Wisconsin Avenue, downtown. Suite 2400, going to have a great view of downtown Milwaukee and Lake Michigan. January 28th, another new spot. We're going to be at One City Schools, 1707 West Broadway in Madison for our Madison luncheons. We're moving there after some years at the Sheridan, but we're looking forward to this new location and supporting our friends who are there at One City, including board member Claim Care. March 17th, this is a ways out, but yet another new site. We're going to go to AmFam Field in Milwaukee for the annual Wisconsin Tech Summit. As you well know, that's the site of the Milwaukee Brewers, and we're all looking forward to them to winning the World Series in 2025. Hey, you can think, right? June 4th and 5th, we'll hold our annual Wisconsin Entrepreneurs Conference. Still another new place. We're moving it from Milwaukee to the Monona Terrace in Madison. So as always, look through our website for opportunities to register. Coming up, Toni Sikes of CODAworx will talk about her work in this exciting company. Hi again, welcome back to WisBusiness.com, the show. I'm Tom Still from the Wisconsin Technology Council. Joining us today, Toni Sikes, a former chairwoman of the Tech Council, by the way. But she has done a lot of things in the entrepreneurial world over time. Guild.com, the Art Commission. She's been an investment banker. She's been an early stage investor. She's touched this early stage sector from so many different angles. And now she's running CODAworx, which is an acronym for Collaboration of Design and Art. And so we're going to talk with her today about what CODAworx is and a little bit about her outlook on things. So welcome, Toni.
Thank you, Tom. So happy to be here.
Yeah, great to see you. So describe for people who may not know CODAworx what the business model is, because you're doing things all over the world essentially, but you're based here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's right. CODAworx is the hub of the public art industry, and by that I mean we bring together all of the different sectors involved in creating large-scale public art. There's an entire industry that has grown up around getting these major pieces of public art created and installed. And our business model is essentially the foundation is a basic SaaS platform. I would use the analogy of LinkedIn. People join from around the world. We have 17,000 members. That's the primary foundation of our revenue. But then beyond that, we have some major programs that bring in very nice revenue for us.
Excellent. And so CODAworx is kind of like this. I mean, the notion of these different parts of that world coming together and linking together. And let's talk about some of those recent programs. I know at least one was a sellout, but like for example, your CODA Awards, you had nearly 380 different entries from all over the world, 21 countries, if I recall. I mean, that's a big deal. That shows how big this sector is.
Yes, yes. And we are sort of on a mission to help people understand that public art is an industry. It's a substantial industry. Commissioners in 23 commissioned $4.4 billion worth of public art, and that's what they were paying the artist. The artist then turns around and spends 70 to 90% of that on subcontractors. So it's a substantial industry, and it's an international industry.
Yeah, sounds like basic business and marketing principles meet
Yep.
art.
Yep, that's right.
Excellent. As I mentioned at the outset, you know, you've been involved in a variety of things. You've had other young companies that you've led. This would be really hard because you could probably do an entire lecture on this, if not a book. But what are some just key pieces of advice for entrepreneurs who may be tuning in here and, you know, just starting out on their paths?
I think my very first piece of advice, it would be to be creative in how you get things accomplished. Certainly money is an important way you get something accomplished if you need it done. But I have gotten so many things done through partnerships and barters and, major projects that I wanted to do and I knew I could not afford with cash. I would approach it by talking with someone, saying, can you help? Can you partner? Would you be willing to do this at a discounted rate or for equity? I start with the idea first, and then I try and figure out how to get it accomplished, sometimes without cash being involved.
Excellent. Well, great advice. Well, thank you for joining us, Toni Sikes of CODAworx. We'll see you
Thank
soon.
you, Tom. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks again to our sponsors, the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation and Exact Sciences. We'll see you next time.